Sup guys, Juggalo23451, and I have to apologize for not making a video yesterday, which was Friday. It was because the UPS guy didn't do his job. He didn't leave a note on my door, he didn't knock on my door. All he did was drop off the packages at 4:37, so I had no clue that the UPS guy basically came at all because he didn't do his job. But anyway, let's get started. I got some stuff from Case Labs. The case that I have the Case Labs TH10, and it's a YouTube exclusive. So go ahead and go to the link, probably where it said similar to similar videos or my videos, probably this way or this way. I don't know. And what he sent me, and you can get this as an accessory too, is a PSU bracket. A lot of people have been asking, do you get PSU brackets when you get this case? And that answer is no. Generally, you don't need one. But if your PSU has a lot of weight to it or is exceptionally long, I think it's more than 7 inches. As far as the weight, I'm not sure when you would need a PSU bracket. But I got a new power supply, as you guys know, the 1500 watt Silverstone. And it has some weight to it. Just to be safe, I said, hey, can I buy a PSU bracket off of you? And he said, no problem. So got this right here. Here's a PSU bracket. And basically, the PSU bracket will go like this, mount on the case, and the PSU would be right here. Also has some holes here. It looks like you can use your Silverstone straps that you get for your power supply right here just to make it more secure, which is pretty nice. And I also got a, I would call this like the back plate for the motherboard. That's what I would essentially call it, and here it is right here. And it's pretty big. And what this does, it gives support for the motherboard, so if you have a lot of water blocks on there, it has more support, which is really nice, and it's pretty good. I'm going to try to do a close-up on the white. It's a nice, good powder coat. So always like to work from Case Labs. Next, let me move some stuff out of the way. Try to organize it. And I got Koolance WaterBlocks. But before I get into that, I'm going to go ahead and do the SLI connector. This is what I got from Koolance. And it is extendable, which is nice. So you just screw one in, you loosen it up, and you can pull it. There we go. Whoops, pulled too much. See, if you pull too much, and it even has a white line or a groove on it. I hope you guys can see it. But right here, it's basically saying you don't want to go past that line. So this is what I got from Koolance. Alright, what you get with the WaterBlock is you get 2 kinds of thermal pads. You get instructions, and I'm trying to pull them out right now. So here is the instructions right here, and of course this just came out, but it's going to say caution, remove film. So remember to move the film off the thermal pads, guys. But here are the instructions right here, and let's see if I can show you what people were talking about for when the VRMs were exploding or whatever. These right here are the VRMs, I believe. And basically, people were cranking up the voltage, which up to 1.2, which they're idiots, and or they were blaming it on the drivers. So I don't know, haven't experienced with that, but pretty much I know NVIDIA has came out with a new driver that limits on how high you can raise your voltage, and then Asus, the cards that I got, which you can crank it up to 1.2, but they came out and basically they're only limiting it to X amount of number. It's not above 1 point whatever. So I will not be updating my BIOS because what's the point of water cooling if I can't knock up the voltage a little bit, and you're limiting the capabilities of what I can do. You know, that's fine and dandy. You limit the capabilities of the air coolers or people who don't know how to overclock, but don't limit mine. That's all I ask. But anyways, moving on. Here are the thermal pads right here that you get. You get some screws, and the spacers, I think, are clear, or washers. The washers are clear, not the spacers. And here is the water block itself. It is copper, and it is nickel plated. And here it is in all its glory. You can even see my camera on top of the laptop that I got. And it has some good weight to it. I made a mistake in saying that EK is the best for everything. Oh, it's the best for NVIDIA and ATI and blah blah blah. I was wrong. Okay. Basically, from one of my sources, he said that Koolance is actually better for your NVIDIA graphics cards. I didn't know that. Now I know, so I say get Koolance for NVIDIA products, EK for your ATI or now AMD graphics cards, and then for your CPU, it's still going to probably be EK. So I was wrong, and I'm admitting that I'm wrong. But one thing I like about this graphics card, it doesn't light up, which is nice. It just has vid GTX590, which I like. So it's pretty awesome. I'm debating if I really want to make a video on how to set up and install a Koolance water block on a GTX590. What that would entail me to do is basically have the GTX590 and from start to finish take it apart, which would be probably will take some time. And like, I'm not gonna slow down my video at all. I'm not gonna do any of that crap. I'm actually gonna show you what I did, because Danger Den has one, but they sped it up and everything. But I'm specifically gonna show you how to do it step by step, and that video is probably gonna be a half-hour long. Granted that I have the access to upload more than 15 minutes, thank God. So that's what I'm thinking about doing, and if you do want me to make a video on how to set up and install a Koolance GTX590 water block from start to finish, more or less the video will be the same as the installing two MCP 35X pumps on the RP402x2 res. It'll be exactly like that. From start to finish, I'll show you every little detail what you need to do. But I guess that's it for now. So if you do want me to make that video, leave a comment below, shoot me a private PM on overclock.net or on YouTube or whatever. And I guess that's it. Comment, subscribe, rate this video, and you guys have a great day.